This is Brody. Okay, Brody. You good?
Yeah. You got a question
Sure.
for Brody?
Doug,
Yes.
can you start us off with an update on Trevor?
I don't have an update yet.
Okay. How did you think he played, and was there any second thoughts on the play call where he's rolling out late in the game?
I thought he played really well. As far as that play call, I mean, those are situations that we understand too. We were trying to get a short sack, not necessarily try to circle the defense. So part of it's on us, part of it's on Trevor, but at the same time, we got to be smart there. But I thought he played extremely well. Saw the field again really well, threw the ball well. Just the one miscommunication with Christian for the interception, but we'll clean that up.
Indy comes out 16 plays, 8.5 minutes. How important was it to respond immediately, even though the score came early in the second quarter? It almost matched them. I think the drive went more than 7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we try to start the games fast. It was a good drive by them. I mean, they mixed it up. I mean, ball was out of Gardner's hand extremely fast, and they did a nice job. They stayed first down, second down, first down, and went down. Defense, obviously in the red zone stopped. Kept them to 3 there. But it was good. It was good for our offense to respond there and get the touchdown, and just pleased with the effort, especially in the first half of defensively creating takeaways and offense scoring, and that's something we haven't really been able to do, score in the red zone, and we were able to do that, and we were able to actually score, even further out on a couple of plays, so that was good to see too.
Doug, four turnovers saved by the defense, 15 on the year. I mean, how good of a job are they doing, and how important is that, obviously, to get those turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, the defense sometimes doesn't get enough credit for that. The takeaways are something that we, as a team, talk about. They talk about it as a defense, and it just shortens the field for your offense, right? And pass rush again today. There was pressure on Gardner, putting in places maybe he didn't want it to go, and again, just a great team effort on defense to play the way they did today.
There was so much talk all week of how teams respond after the London. I assume not pleased with the effort and intensity overall.
Oh yeah, the effort, the intensity, guys responded, and really all week. It is hard. It's hard to when you're over there for 10 days and your bodies are used to that time change, and coming back here, it takes a little while. It takes several days to get back, back on East Coast time. But the guys handled the week extremely well. Proud of them. They had a lot of energy again today, and that was really good to see. Now we've got a short week, so we got to keep that rolling.
Can you talk about, was it a concerted effort to get Brenton Strange in the passing game this week, or was that just something that organically happened today?
It kind of more organically happened. Every week we've got opportunities, for him to catch the football, and it just happened this week was the week. So it's nothing that we schemed up, specifically for him, but they're plays that have been in each week, and we finally were able to get to him and call them.
Doug, do you have an update on the other two guys, Tyson and Brandon? Okay.
I'll have it for you tomorrow.
On a day like today where you have a couple guys go down, does that change your approach to this week, or was your approach going to be so light anyway? How do you get ready for it?
It doesn't matter. I mean, the week's the week, right? I mean, anybody that got nicked up in this game, they just got to live in the training room, and get treatment 24/7, and it's just it's the nature of the week, right? We slow things down. It becomes more of a mental day. We're trying to get everybody, as healthy as we can. Going into Thursday, it's on the road against a good football team. So, yeah, it doesn't change the nature of the week.
Was the initial fear on Trevor that it was pretty severe, or the initial concern level for you when you saw it happen or when he came off? Or?
I mean, I guess it's the same level of concern as when Brandon went down. I'm always concerned for my players, when they go down in situations like that. And Tyson's the same way. It's just unfortunate there. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see where they're at here later tonight, and probably have an update, or we'll have an update for you tomorrow.
Doug, there's going to be people asking, why weren't you running the ball right there? Just running it in the line and eating up 40 seconds. Can you just explain why that call was in?
Well, that calls in the game plan because it's a movement play. It allows the quarterback to get on the edge. In situations like that, sometimes listen, you've seen it work a million times, right? And 1,000,001, it didn't work, but we were able to get 3 points out of it. So from that standpoint, it was effective. It's just, and look, is there a little bit of risk there to run your quarterback? Yes. But at the same time, the reward is you get the first down and you stay on the field and you ice the game in those situations. So definitely wouldn't change, the scenario, the situation. We can coach that a little bit better and ask him maybe to go down a little bit sooner.
Doug, obviously the defense, as you mentioned, had a tremendous game, but I want to ask about the fourth quarter, ask you about that, because obviously not many teams go backwards 17 yards to get a field goal out of the whole deal. What was your assessment of the fourth quarter? Does it take anything away going into New Orleans on Thursday?
No. Obviously, yeah, you'd love to not give up that many yards on one particular play, but the fact that Brandon was kicking the ball extremely well, so getting the 3 points there was big. It stretched the lead. So I mean, the fourth quarter, we knew they were going to be in, 4 downs the rest of the game. So the defense could really put the pressure in the pass, with the pass rush and again, creating the takeaways they did and putting the offense in short fields. I would much rather some of those things. I mean, you'd rather have touchdowns, obviously, in situations like that, but coming away with points were big.
Doug, are these 3 games kind of what you guys thought you would be or could be going into the season, what we've seen these last 3 weeks?
I think it's a glimpse of what we can be. There's still some areas that we have to clean up, obviously, but I think the team is really in these last 3 weeks kind of figured some things out and who we are as a football team, and that's exciting to see. They've really embraced that, and to come away with 3 wins, especially after the 2 losses we had, is pretty special for these guys. So I think we're figuring that out. But again, it's 6 weeks in and a lot of football ahead.
Can you touch on Josh Allen? He had a strip sack today. He's been the most consistent pass rusher you've had. It's a contract year. He's been pretty good the first 6 games of this season. Just talk on his play.
Yeah, Josh is heart and soul on defense, and he's been playing extremely well, and it's good to see. There were a lot of things I think he probably felt a little pressure maybe to start the season to perform, and he's answered that, and he works hard during the week, and so it's no surprise that this is what he's capable of doing, and just continues to find ways to get around the quarterback, to affect the quarterback. It obviously impacts the defense, when he's creating the plays that he's doing, either a tackle for loss or a strip sack, fumble, things of that nature. And so it's a credit to Josh, and how he's getting himself ready to play.
Last question. Doug, you've been here almost a year and a half. 3 straight weeks now, halftime leads. 2 of those double-digit leads. That's really rare for this franchise. What's it been like coaching with the lead as opposed to what you're used to coming from behind?
It's never satisfying. It's still nerve-wracking. This is the NFL, and you see it each week where a team's way up and the other team comes back, right? Even in college football, it happens. And obviously, yeah, you're excited. Team's playing well. You've got that type of lead at halftime, but the message has always been and always will be that we've got to finish the game, right? And I think there was a little bit of a lull offensively to start the third quarter. I think we went 3 and out right there, and those are things that we have to fix. That's one of the areas that we have to address, right? You want to come out in third quarter there with the ball and try to go down and get points if possible. So, the game's never over. Game's never out of reach. It's evident, obviously, we experienced that a year ago. And so, my message to the team is always we got to continue to play for 60 minutes. Thanks, Coach. Thank you.